Chelsea and Bayern get match, guy. In the next 2 minutes, Baba, make you no text me again, bro. I beg, make you no text me. I will watch that match. And if I dey watch match, come on, any message you come. Now you know why you send me message that time, because I cannot reply with guy. Thank you very much. I understand. And excuse you, guy, I did do good everything that time. Come on, my multitask, I did multitask. That's why we did do the come there. But I need to watch that match there. Chelsea, me I support Chelsea, even though everybody they say Bayern do this Chelsea, but guy, me I know do. You know just see Sha. I believe in Cole Palmer and go.
Cole Palmer.
That boy. That boy is true. That boy now. They didn't know that boy, I swear. Pa pa pa, that boy don't go. Pa pa pa, he don't go. Okay? That boy na beast.
Problem of this streaming say if you follow HD now, HD they clear but they do slow.
Yeah, true.
Every time you continue to follow normal
Badeggi Radio,
I
90.1 FM.
I thought you say match is hot today.
Radio station on the uphill of Nona for your listening pleasure.
Small boy don't score 44 goals in 99 matches.
Huh? They was the play first. That boy would turn beast there. Palmer. That boy.
44 goals, 99 matches. The goals are small.
Hey, oh, why this today story plenty? You say they know plenty now, and I just to kill. Just do one, two ideas.
This the grand coach with a big head talking.
daga nan gidan rediyon Badeggi mita 90.1 zangon FM.
Hey, this is Rihanna.
It's your boy Chris Brown. What's up, y'all? This is Kanye West.
What's up? This is Alicia Keys.
This is your boy Neo.
Badeggi Radio 90.1.
This is Badeggi Radio. Come on, play 90.1 FM.
A very good evening and welcome to another edition of Global Briefing right here on Badeggi Radio 90.1 FM, the People Station, and I still remain Moses Wisdom Tanko. This is where we connect the dots on the biggest stories shaping our world. From politics to security, diplomacy to global shifts, giving you clarity in the noise of international headlines. And tonight we begin in the Middle East, where history has taken a sharp turn. For the first time since Egypt formally recognized Israel back in 1979, President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi has publicly referred to Israel as an enemy. His fiery words come during a summit of Arab and Islamic leaders in Qatar, called in response to Israel's recent strike on Hamas leaders in Doha. Analysts say this signals not just a moment of anger, but potentially a shift in the tone of the Arabs' world towards Israel. So let's get into this story and get the full gist of how it all played out.
Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi referred to Israel as an enemy at the summit of Arab and Islamic leaders in Qatar on Monday. It's the first time an Egyptian leader has used the word enemy to describe Israel since Cairo recognized Israel in 1979, becoming the first Arab country to do so. Al-Sisi used the word in a fiery speech at the summit of Arab and Islamic countries, making a response to Israel's attack last week on Hamas leaders in Doha.
It's worth pointing out Chelsea with 9 unbeaten and a good run themselves. Nice ball forward to Gusto. He's got players arriving in the boxes and can ball it through too, and Neto was there. Got himself in a fantastic position there, Gusto. And another thing to point out with Bayern as well is that essentially they've got a right back playing at left back and a central midfielder playing at right back. And Davies at the moment at left back, he's out injured, so things to keep an eye on. Enzo Fernandez. Neto. Chelsea starting brightly here.
Yeah, I really like their attitude, Chelsea. They're saying, like, we're in your house, but you know what? We've come here to play, and they're pressing high, they're nice and organised. As I said, that midfield three is put in there to, Palmer's not in the 10 position, he's out wide like they did against Paris Saint-Germain. World Cup for it, they're making it so well with James in that central position. And then sort of getting forward to the box, as almost like a semi-10.
Central midfield, the right back, he has plenty of experience in that position. That played there for Austria. That's his touch inside. Chelsea looking a threat, getting forward with purpose.
Yeah, getting down that right-hand side again. Palmer looks up, plays a perfect pass there. You wondered whether he could have took it first time, actually. Fernandez, but they've carved them open again so easily.
Gnabry. Olise. Luis Diaz with Kane arriving in the box. Gnabry on the edge of it. Olise. Luis Diaz. Plenty to aim out in the middle. Kane was one of them. Just couldn't keep ahead of him.
There's Harry Kane. His first touch of the game, actually, his header and goal. Just can't get above it. It's a lovely stand-up from Diaz. First
Now, President El-Sisi's decision to label Israel an enemy marks a dramatic departure from Egypt's decade-long diplomatic posture and could reshape how Arab nations engage with Israel moving forward. Whether this is a one-off expression of anger or the start of a broader policy shift remains to be seen, but it's a statement that has certainly captured global attention. Now let's stay in the region where the focus shifts back to Gaza. Israel has intensified its offensive in the north, sending ground forces to seize Gaza City. The military insists that thousands of Hamas fighters remain there even as relentless bombardment forces civilians to flee south, leaving much of the city in ruins. So now let's get into that story and give you more details on everything that is going on.
Israel has dramatically intensified its offensive in northern Gaza, with the army sending ground forces in to seize Gaza City. Israel's military says thousands of Hamas fighters are still there and has declared a war zone. The army has called on civilians to leave
probably his first touch is a goal. That's Harry Kane.
8 goals already this season. Harry Kane. It's been such a successful move for him to Germany. And that first major.
My boss. Your phone did it. Okay.
Trophy with the Bundesliga, and now it's back to them with the German Super Cup as well. He's settled very well, hasn't he, at Chelsea? João Pedro. What a fine making his Champions League debut. Plays a terrific player. There's quite a few in this Chelsea squad that can play the team. Terrific find and really is. Much more aggressive than Jackson, of course, occupied that spot in the team for much of last season. Wins a lot more duels, particularly in the air. Luis Diaz. Kane beyond him.
There's a couple of times there down Chelsea's right-hand side where Gustav's gone flying into midfield to pick somebody up, and twice now played that diagonal ball right and got him down that side. So Shalaba's the only one that can get out there and defend. They've got to sort that out. A bit more communication, I think, with the centre back and the right back.
Pavlovich and to Will. Stanisic. Kane to his right. He was pretty bullish, I thought, in
Very
his
stupid.
pre-match press conference yesterday. Said there's no
How the countess is done the play.
Lions aim to win this competition this season. I thought that Enzo Maresca, to try and manage expectations a bit more, said, look, you've got to remember we were in the Conference League qualifiers this time last year. It's about gaining experience for us.
Oh, absolutely. He's going to play that card,
Yeah, Pedro Neto Fernandez to his left, Pedro Neto further wide. Here he is now, backed up by Cucurella. Cleared by Lila. Lewis for Cucurella to do with international matters, of course, from play for Spain against Germany. Here's Cole Palmer, that's a lovely measured pass as well for Gusto. And cut out by Upamecano. Again, it's down that right-hand side where Chelsea look to create and have a bit of joy.
Absolutely, yes, they're getting in there very easy on that lovely waiting pass from Tom. Gusto needs to get on the shoulder of players. He's getting square, he's not making his run actually square. I think that's when he's level with the guy, and then he goes. It's really has timed his runs well tonight so far.
Chelsea have had joy from set pieces already this season. They've scored from 4 in the Premier League. Only Arsenal have scored from 4. Played that one short. Floated it towards Cucurella. Covering, wasn't it? The Spanish international. One or two scares from the outside.
Yeah, he is a danger, you know, in that box, isn't he? I mean, it's something when he comes to Chelsea, he didn't really have in the locker when he was at Brighton. Suddenly he's got some goals in that position. He's thriving for set plays. He hits 3 players well. He ends up in there. He's got that confidence about him, so he believes he's going to score. And he comes up with something.
7 goals last season. Cucurella. This is Lima. Gnabry. Lima's come inside. Elise providing the width for too much on the pass. Elise's younger brother Richard is a defender. Chelsea's academy, of course, Elise was with Chelsea as a youngster himself. 7 years there. Reece James. Good turn by Palmer. To get Pedro Neto in behind, cut out by Lima. Again, they look to Elise up against Cucurella. Good battle between those two. He presents fine with a good opportunity here.
It does, and this is the modern day. This is the modern day football. I don't know, it's nothing to do with VAR or the situation. I really think that it's got to change because that is ridiculous. It's belted from half a yard away, and the crowd are up there once expecting the manager's even next week. Saying they're more, something's got to be done about it.
There's been a conversation between Kimmich and Elise as to what they're going to do with this. Elise floated into a good area, just maybe too much on it.
Yeah, they held their ground really well, Chelsea there. You know, the ball was moved first, so at least they couldn't take the look how many offside. But that's really good play from Chelsea, and brave play to stay on that line. Make sure that no one drops in there and plays the ball inside. It must have been a pick of 7 players or something.
Easiest decision in the system. Big first game for Chelsea here in the prospect land of Jose Mourinho maybe on match day 2 at the Bridge at Benfica.
It was the Arnie, wasn't it? Arnie said he's back, he's back again, isn't he? Yeah, I think always loves the fact that Jose gets back at some sort of club. It's exciting and brilliant what he does.
The game after that, at Newcastle, Benfica, is Pedro Neto. Still won't get to that, but again, he's made one of those runs forward. It's been a feature of Chelsea's play, trying to seek him out now down the right-hand side.
There's a big gap there. We've got to do something about that. They're trying to press in and get some pressure on that midfield area, but I tell you what, that inside right wing area is on. Whether it's Palmer, Gusto, whoever wants to run in there, you're going to be in space.
Davies is clearly a big miss at left back for Bayern, injured at the moment. Kukurea, and against Elise. Good ball forward by Tosun. Shout Pedro to get on the turn and was brought down.
It's a lovely first touch here from Pedro. It really is. It all played in and when he's striking, the defender coming behind, takes it offline beautifully. I think he might get complacent with these. We've already seen it there. Just late going in.
So it is a complicated question, and it's a matter of the leadership culture and also of perception that there are clear laws, international related conflict, which give you guidelines, but those guidelines are not set in stone, and so each party will, of course, interpret them to their own advantage by saying, well, we tick the box, we have the complex handed out, we announce the recreation routes, we announce our operation, and so it is very difficult who is going to enforce international law, and we're seeing that in the last political conflict, despite all the rhetoric. I mean, nothing is really being done.
Now, Israel's push into Gaza City underscores the intensity and complexity of this conflict. With the army declaring it a war zone, thousands of Hamas fighters allegedly entrenched and civilians caught in the crossfire. The destruction already visible raises not just humanitarian concerns, but also questions about how long this offensive can be sustained and at what cost. And speaking of escalation, the conflict is no longer confined to Gaza. Israel has now widened its military campaign, striking targets across Yemen, Iran, Lebanon, Syria, and most recently, Qatar. The world is now asking, who might be next? That's the big question on the stream tonight, so let us get this full report from the stream and hear what they have for us.
out Pedro Neto had made the run inside, but the flag went up.
I'm watching a penalty to the Angie demo. Hey, I'm going to buy me 2-0 without. Hey, man alive.
I still do back with boss. Now, still on the issue of Israel striking other nations. Right now, we'll be going on a break, and when we come back, we're going to pick it up from where we just stopped right now. So do not go nowhere, do not touch that dial. It is still Badeggi Radio 90.1 FM, the People Station.
It's your boy Chris Brown. What's up, y'all? This is Kanye West.
What's up? This is Alicia Keys.
This is your boy Leo.
Badeggi Radio 90.1.
The only detergent that keeps me bright and fresh. I know the waste time to wash at night. My clothes is happy best, so why don't I? Can't wash it out with a little Viva. Use Viva. Don't waste your time, don't waste your money. Use Viva. Viva, oh Viva. I love my Viva. Don't need no other. I love my Viva forever. Viva, I love my Viva. Don't need no other. I love my Viva forever. Viva, I love my Viva. Don't need no other. I love my Viva forever.
Viva detergent, a quality cleaning powder from Aspire.
Badeggi Radio 90.1 FM. One and only musical radio station on the uphill of Minna for your listening pleasure.
Welcome back. In case you're just tuning in, this is still Global Briefing right here on Badeggi Radio 90.1 FM, the People Station. before the break, we were on the Israel story where we're talking about the nations that they are attacking. So right now, let's get back to that.
Short free kick, Sept to the retake. Great work from Elise and a tap in from the centre half.
The problem is it's Pedro that's up against him in the left back position. Gets squared on. Ball into the first time they've got a ball into the 6-yard box. First time they've got behind Chelsea's defence. Just enough. I'm not sure. Own goal. Yeah, does he get a ton? I think it might be an own goal. It's an own goal, I think, in our Shalimar. But it's the first time they've hit the byline. And it was because Pedro, actually, who's not a left back, obviously, in the wrong position.
Chelsea.
No, they strike and went asleep, maybe, you know. I don't think play quickly out from Elise, but that might be one that you don't want yourself. That's the last place you want it.
Player across Shalimar, who was linked with by when Thomas Tuchel was in charge. On the attack again here, Luis Diaz peels on to the left. Good interception though.
When I go outside, when I do like see they won't come. Like see, I'm not sure, man.
They carry light.
Yeah.
So that is true, and the establishment right now is for difficult to be able to step back even with the future. Israel is a nation that is so erratic that it's just constantly bringing one embarrassment after the other, one debacle after another. It's very capital intensive to produce support. If you just look at the Congress, even the Senate nowadays, just a couple of years ago, we had a senator who was scheduled to go to Israel and cancel his trip there because he said, I think just having a conversation there is adding to Israeli propaganda. You never imagine such a sentence coming out of a U.S. senator just a few years ago. There has been a massive shift, hasn't it, internationally, and even from Trump allies pulling for the war in Gaza to end. But simply listen, we're talking about Israel, to the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, what he had to say. He posted on his Sept account just after the attack in Gaza. This is what he wrote. The Hamas terrorists troops living in Qatar don't care about the people in Gaza. They block all ceasefire attempts in order to endlessly drag out the war. Getting rid of them would rid the main obstacle to releasing all our hostages and ending the war. Now, of course, the Prime Minister is accused from the families of the hostages and even some of his opponents of actually prolonging this war, not caring about the hostages. But we need to hear that kind of language. We've been hearing since as well, saying that Israel will deal with Hamas, to go after Hamas wherever they are. Do you feel that it would happen that Hamas says that they didn't assassinate the top leader, so it was a failed mission in the world of Hamas? Do you think Israel is right? Yeah, it could. Not necessarily here. It just like me. But right now, there's a really lot of stories where it has something to do with that it feels desperate, and it's behaving in a way
Off am now.
Eh?
Say we're off am now.
Yeah.
This rain never come. Sometimes when they reach for story and others again. Please. Bring them.
Let's see what the reaction of Chelsea's players is here, given away cheaply. Kane. It's a big test this next 5 minutes or so for Chelsea, having conceded.
Yeah, it is, but they've got to maintain what they've been doing well. They've been closing the ball well, they've been getting it behind balance back four. This is where they might lack a little
My boss, police don't start though.
Serious one. Go for it.
Okay. Sir? My slipper, man. Yes, glad to know you're still tuned to Badeggi Radio 90.1 from the People Station. But this is where we're going to be calling to wrap on the show tonight, as we'll be going off air as a result of the weather condition. The weather is not favorable for us to be on air right now, so we'll be going off air. But the moment the weather calms down, we're going to be back and running. So, this is Badeggi Radio 90.1 FM, the People Station. Bye for now.